Dear students, in previous video we people have started with speed revision of your chapter number 2, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plant. Okay, in that video we people have completed up to your pollination and pollinating agent. Once again, pollination का मतलब क्या होता है? Transfer of your pollen, right, from anther to stigma of carpel. We have discussed two type of pollination, self pollination and cross pollination, that is your autogamy, right, then is your deuterogamy and your xenogamy. Then we people have discussed with your pollinating agent, that is your biotic pollinating agent and your abiotic pollinating agent. Abiotic के अंदर that comes your water and by means of your wind, and biotic pollinating agent वो आपको अच्छे से मालूम होगा, right? So this we have discussed in your last video. Now in this video we are going to continue your chapter, and next topic that is given in our NCERT textbook is our outbreeding device. Okay, now if we are talking about this outbreeding device, तो इसका मतलब होता क्या है? We people have understood self pollination, right? At the end of self pollination जो progenies produce होगी, it will be same as that of the parental plant. Yes or no? Yes, of course it is good, but it leads to accumulation of recessive character, which leads to inbreeding depression. What is inbreeding depression? I mean to say, in this the productivity and fertility of particular organism is affected. Here we are talking about plants. So मैंने आपको ये बोला कि अगर सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन कंटिन्यूअस हो रहा है, then it leads to inbreeding depression. What is inbreeding depression? In which plant loses its productivity and fertility. Okay, to outbreeding devices का मतलब होता है to discourage self pollination and to encourage cross pollination. What is the reason for the same? Cross pollination जो होता है, right, at the end of this you will get variation. What you are going to get? You will get variation, right? And this variation is responsible, आप कह सकते हो कि may be responsible for particular species to survive in unfavorable condition. तो ये बच्चों जो outbreeding device है, right, these are nothing but mechanisms which are developed by plants itself, right, to discourage self pollination and to encourage cross pollination. तो इसको कहा जाता है outbreeding device. Now if you are talking about outbreeding device, right, then here I want to say in point wise method, right? So this we are going to discuss your outbreeding devices. If you are talking about your outbreeding devices, तो उसके अंदर number first, the first that comes is, I can say that, pollen release. Okay, pollen release and your stigma receptivity, and your stigma receptivity is not synchronized. Are you getting my point? In the sense, what if pollen is released, your pollen is released before stigma becomes receptive, or stigma becomes receptive much before your pollen is released. Okay, so by this method one can prevent autogamy. Am I clear? So वापस से एक बार मैंने आपको ये बोला, in certain plants pollen release and stigma receptivity is not synchronized. Am I clear? This method prevents your autogamy. Then second if I want to say, then there is some kind of barrier, you can say, which is present between your anther. So what I am writing over here, barriers are present between your anther and you can say it as your stigma. Again, this also prevents your autogamy. Am I clear? Then third, that is given in our NCERT textbook, is your self-incompatibility. Yes, self-incompatibility, or you can say it as your self pollen. Am I clear? What do you mean by self incompatibility or self pollen? Your ovules are not fertilized by pollen grain of that same flower. Am I clear? इसको कहा जाता है self incompatibility और self pollen. ये pollen होगी वो reject होगी. It is not going to germinate. It is not going to germinate. Okay. So by all such method one can prevent your autogamy. Okay. Now another case if I want to say, if flower itself are unisexual flowers, right, but on same plants as it is seen in case of your castor and maize, as it is seen in case of your custard and maize. These examples are very important. ये जो है देखो यूनिसेक्सुअल फ्लावर है, ये सेम प्लांट है, से फॉर एग्जांपल ये मेल फ्लावर और ये फीमेल फ्लावर. तो बाय दिस मैकेनिज्म वन कैन प्रिवेंट ऑटोगैमी. यस और नो? यस. But one cannot prevent your geitonogamy. Am I clear? Please recall definition here once again. क्या थी तो आपको ये अच्छे से समझ में आएगा, right? So this is one such method, and the last method we can say there is certain plants, right? Plant itself are unisexual, right? So there are female plant, okay, and you can say it as your male plant. Am I clear? मतलब यहाँ पे जो flowers produce होंगे, these flowers are produced on different plants, and this is seen in case of your papaya, and this can prevent your both autogamy as well as your geitonogamy. Am I clear बच्चों? तो these two examples are very important. Custard and maize have unisexual flowers on same plant, and papaya have flowers on different plants. Okay, so this is about your outbreeding device. ये क्या हो गई आपकी outbreeding device. Okay, so till here we people have understood that your male gamete is formed, right? Your female gametes are ready. The next part that comes over here will be your pollen pistil interaction. Okay, now by the process of pollination आपकी जो pollen grains है वो कहाँ पे आ चुकी है? On stigma of carpel. Let me draw over here. ये stigma है, right, ये स्टाइल एंड ये ओवरी, इसके अंदर प्रेजेंट होता है आपका ओव्यूल, राइट? बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ पॉलिनेशन ये आपकी पोलन ग्रेन कहाँ पे आपकी बैठी है? ऑन स्टिग्मा ऑफ कार्पेल. सो द नेक्स्ट इवेंट दैट अकर्स इन सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इज कॉल्ड एज योर, क्या बोलो आप इसको? पोलन पिस्टिल. पिस्टिल इज नथिंग बट योर कार्पेल. पोलन pistil interaction. Okay, so in this interaction there will be a sort of chemical reaction which is occurring between stigma and pollen grain. Okay, after this only particular pollens are rejected and only suitable pollens are allowed to germinate. Am I clear? After this reaction क्या होगा? Once again these reactions are not very clear, right? एक बार pollen यहाँ पे आके बैठी, then there occurs a series of chemical reaction followed by which either this pollen is accepted or this pollen is rejected. Am I clear? Okay, what is the reason of pollen being rejected? क्या reason हो सकता है? pollen क्यों reject हो सकती है? Number one, if that pollen is self incompatible है, same flower की है, yes or no? Yes. और वो जो pollen है यहाँ पे आपके बैठी है, this pollen may belongs to some other species. So in this cases your pollens are rejected. Okay, once pollen is accepted, if it is of same species ये accept होगी and there occurs formation of pollen tube. Okay, so there occur formation of pollen tube. Am I clear? तो ये होता है बच्चों जी आपका pollen pistil interaction, simple as that. Okay, next that is given in our NCERT textbook is artificial hybridization. Is your artificial hybridization. In artificial hybridization there comes two steps. Number one is your emasculation and second one is your bagging. The third step which comes is very much important, जिसको आप कहते हो tagging. Okay, this is not mentioned in our NCERT textbook. So once again, if I want to say about your, so here comes your next topic, है ना? That is your artificial hybridization. So if you're talking about your artificial hybridization, then इसमें दो steps आपको पढ़ने हैं. Number one is called as your emasculation, ठीक है, and the second one is called as your bagging. Okay, now what do you mean by emasculation? मान लो कि this is your flower, okay, and this flower, ये जो ड्रॉ करा मैंने बीच में, as you can see over here, this is rough diagram actually, okay, तो this is your, मान लीजिए आपका pistil है, this is your pistil, okay, and the black color portion which I am representing over here is your male reproductive unit, that is your stamen. वो क्या है आपका stamen है. Am I clear? So in emasculation what we people are doing, we people are removing this stamen, this black color portion, as you can see over here. We are removing this by means of a forceps, by means of a forceps. आप remove कर दो उसको, हमको self pollination नहीं करवाना है, हमको desired pollen test करनी है, right? So for all this reason, by using a forceps we are going to remove male reproductive unit, that is our stamen. Okay, this is in case of your bisexual flower. Bisexual flower का मतलब आप अच्छे से जानते हो. Followed by which there occurs a second step that is called as your bagging. अब bagging में क्या करना है? The stigma, as you can see over here, stigma को आपको cover कर देना है. As you can see, actually this is not balloon, right? आपको by using something, you can say it as your polythene bag or something, you are going to cover this stigma and you are going to tie. You are going to tie it. Okay. Again, what is the reason for the same? You don't want unwanted pollen. You don't want unwanted pollen to land on this stigma. ठीक है? Once your stigma becomes receptive, आपको क्या करना है? You are going to remove this bag. आपका जो desired pollen है यहाँ पे dust करवाना है, as you can see over here, and once again I am going to rebag it. Simple as that. तो ये हो गया आपका artificial hybridization. Simple as that, right? So outbreeding devices, pollen pistil interaction, artificial hybridization. Now comes your fertilization, second event of your sexual reproduction. I hope this is clear to you once again, right? So your next topic that comes is your fertilization. To be more specific, in angiospermic plant we will say it as double fertilization. What we are going to say it as your double fertilization. So here if I want to draw it, तो मान लीजिए this is your stigma, this is your style and this is your ovary. ये क्या है बच्चों जी? आपकी ovary है, right? And ovary के अंदर this is your ovule. Okay, structure of ovule we people have already understood. तो ये हो गया आपका structure of ovule, micropyle, chalaza, and inside which there will be presence of your male gametophyte towards chalaza, 3 antipodal cell, 1 central cell, and over here there will be present of your egg apparatus. बीच में है आपका egg, आजू बाजू में है आपकी synergid. This synergid at micropylar end, ये जो synergid होते हैं at micropylar end over here, if I want to show, having special apparatus called as your filiform apparatus. This is what I mean by filiform फॉर्म एपरेटस. एम आई क्लियर? इसका लोकेशन कहाँ पे होता है? एट माइक्रोपाइलर रीजियन. ओके, सो नाउ वंस ये आपकी पोलन, राइट, दिस आर योर, यू कैन से इट एज योर outermost layer, that is your exine, as you can see over here, right? Then comes the layer called as your intine, right? This intine extend, as you can see over here, intine extend, right? The entry of this pollen tube is said to be guided by synergids, as you can see over here, right? ये pollen tube आ रही है. Okay, now to your interest, you should know that this pollen tube have three things. This pollen tube must have three things. Yeah, number one is your tube nucleus. जो vegetative cell का nucleus है, tube cell का nucleus है, that is called as your tube nucleus. तो ये tube nucleus है. उसके पीछे पीछे आ रहे हैं two male gametes, as you can see over here. Okay, by the time this tube nucleus disintegrate, it is going to degenerate. चला गया यहाँ से. Now this pollen tube is going to enter one of your, तो मान लीजिए यहाँ से pollen tube आई, it is going to enter your one of your synergid cell by means of your filiform apparatus here. The tip is going to break, releasing two male gametes. Releasing two male gametes. Am I clear? Of which one male gamete is going to fertilize egg to form your zygote, जो कि 2n है क्योंकि male gamete यहाँ पे आ रहे हैं n, right? And one male gamete, that is n, is going to fertilize your central cell, that is your 2n. yes or no? यहाँ पे थे दो polar nuclei, two polar nuclei, right, forms your sorry, forms your central cell. This is your 2n, which results in formation of PEN, जिसकी प्लॉइडी होती है 3n, प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस. प्राइमरी एंडोस्पर्म न्यूक्लियस. सिंस टू मेल गैमेट्स फर्टिलाइजेस टू सेल्स, इसको कहा जाता है डबल फर्टिलाइजेशन. सिंपल सा प्रोसेस. ओके, तो फर्टिलाइजेशन हो गया. फर्टिलाइजेशन के बाद the changes that occurs after fertilization are called as post fertilization events. Okay, to be more specific, यहाँ पे आपको याद रखना है, once this double fertilization occurs, right, सबसे पहले कौन डिवाइड होना शुरू होगा, ये zygote या फिर ये PEN? Your answer for this question is this PEN. Okay, so here I am talking about your endosperm development. Endosperm is nothing but your nutritive tissue. I hope this is clear to you all. Okay, तो if I am talking about your endosperm, तो endosperm क्या है बच्चों? आपकी nutritive tissue है which provides nourishment to developing embryo. So zygote divide होने से पहले PEN divide होगा, which results in formation of endosperm as given in our NCERT textbook, right? देखो, here I am drawing your this is your PEN, primary endosperm nucleus. Okay, so this यहाँ पे ये 3n, ये nucleus ये है. Okay, so according to our NCERT textbook, your nucleus undergo karyokinesis, as you can see over here. Only nuclear division is taking place, which results in formation of your free nuclei, followed by which यहाँ पे क्या डिपॉजिट होगा? आपका little amount of your cytoplasm. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, and example for the same which is given in our textbook is of your coconut. The water which we people are drinking are free nuclear endosperm, and the coconut kernel, white portion that we people are eating, is nothing but your cellular endosperm. This is mentioned in our NCERT textbook. Okay, तो ये हो गया आपका endosperm development. Okay, now endosperm is ready, nutritive tissue is ready. There occurs division of your zygote. ये diploid nucleus and ये क्या है आपका zygote. Okay, अच्छे से मैंने आपको पढ़ाया था embryo development. Right here I am speaking only which is given in your NCERT textbook. So this zygote divides to form proembryo, right? अब भाई देखो, जो अर्ली एम्ब्रियोनिक डेवलपमेंट है इज सेम इन केस ऑफ योर मोनोकॉट एज वेल एज इन केस ऑफ योर डाइकॉट्स. ओके, सो जाइगोट फर्स्ट डिवाइड्स to form your proembryo, फिर proembryo undergoes cell division to form your, you can say it as your globular embryo, then is your heart shaped embryo, and finally you will get your mature embryo. Okay, now if we are talking about your dicot embryo, then this, sorry, if we are talking about your dicot, right, then this dicots seeds have two portion in them, that is cotyledons and embryonal axis. Okay, क्या चीज प्रेजेंट होती है डाइकॉट सीड में? इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योर डाइकॉट सीड, तो इसमें दो चीजें प्रेजेंट होती है. नंबर वन इज योर cotyledons and second one is your embryonic axis. Embryonic axis. Okay, now dear students, the portion of cotyledon above embryonic axis is called as your epicotyle, and this epicotyle is going to terminate in a region called as plumule, which is responsible for development of shoot system, which is responsible for development of shoot system. Okay, so for example, if this is your cotyledons, right, ऐसा कुछ एम्ब्रियो होता है ना, ऐसा कुछ एम्ब्रियो होता है, ये आपका कॉटिलिडन है. तो कॉटिलिडन के अबाव वाला जो रीजन होता है इसको आप क्या बोलो? एपिकोटाइल बोल सकते हो. दैट इज व्हाट आई मीन बाय एपिकोटाइल, एंड दिस एपिकोटाइल टर्मिनेट्स इनटू प्यूम्यूल. इट टर्मिनेट्स इनटू प्यूम्यूल. एम आई क्लियर? एंड हियर इफ आई वांट टू से आपका कॉटिलिडन रीजन बिलो कॉटिलिडन is called as your hypocotyle, which terminates into your radicle and your root tip. This root tip is generally, you can say, it is covered by root cap. It is covered by root cap. Am I clear? तो ये हो गया आपका डाइकॉट सेट. इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योर मोनोकॉट सेट, तो आपको अच्छे से पता है दैट इज आवर मेज. This is your pericarp, right? Then there is a layer of protein जो सेपरेट करता है एंडोस्पर्म को. तो ये हो गया आपका एल्यूरोन लेयर, which is rich in protein, which separates your ये एंडोस्पर्म from a shield shaped cotyledon called as your scutellum. Okay, so in grass family cotyledon is called as scutellum. At one end there is embryonic axis, that is your, यहाँ पे ये plumule, ये radicle. Okay, covering of plumule is called as coleoptile, and covering of your radicle is called as coleorhiza. So this is your monocot seed. Okay, so fertilization हो गया, post fertilization event हमने पढ़ी. At the end of all this thing there will be development of seed. Yes or no? ये क्यों हो रहा है? For development of seed, and seed is mainly responsible for continuity of species generation after generation. So now let us talk about seed. ये जो seed होते हैं, okay, I hope this portion is clear to you all, right? Okay, now if you are talking about seeds, then these seeds are of two type. आपको अच्छे से पता है, जिसमें एंडोस्पर्म बचे, that is called as your endospermic seed, or you can say it as your albuminous seed. Example for the same is your castor, wheat and maize, right? The seeds in which your endosperm is consumed by developing embryo are called as your non-endospermic seed, or it is also called as your non-albuminous seed or ex-albuminous seed. Example for the same over here comes your groundnut and pea. So this is your seed. Okay, now the covering of seed, we very well know that, is called as your seed coat, right? This seed coats are nothing but your integuments, Am I clear? Post fertilization events हमने पढ़े थे. Ovary gets converted into fruit, right? Your ovule gets converted into your seed. Your rest part of flower are going to shed off. They are going to fall down. Now if you are talking about your seed, then seed आफ्टर डेवलपमेंट अंडरगो अ पीरियड कॉल्ड एज डॉर्मेसी. डॉर्मेसी का मतलब होता है इनएक्टिव स्टेट, जहां पे इट रिड्यूसेस इट्स एक्टिविटी. योर सीड अपीयर्स टू बी ड्राई, राइट, मॉइस्चर कंटेंट कम होता है, इट इज रिलेटिवली ड्राई बट इट हैव 10 to 15% ऑफ मॉइस्चर बाय मास. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन, प्लीज मार्क इन योर टेक्स्ट बुक. 10 to 15% मॉइस्चर बाय मास सीड में होता है, दो दे अपीयर्स ड्राई. सो दिस सीड मे रिमेन्स डॉर्मेंट or this upon getting suitable condition like your appropriate temperature, moisture and oxygen germinates to form plant. Okay, now we people have understood your types of fruit. ये वो बहुत ही easy है, सिर्फ I am going to say names: true fruit, false fruit and parthenocarpic fruit. Okay, now what about viability of seed? What about viability of seed, right? इसके अंदर दो examples are very much important. Number one is of your lupine. Okay, that is your lupinus, that is your lupinus arcticus. Okay, lupinus arcticus, the seeds are known to germinate after 10,000 years of dormancy, right? This was excavated from your Arctic tundra. Second one is of your date palm, is of your date palm, जिसको आप बोलो your Phoenix, right? Dactylifera, Phoenix dactylifera, it germinates after 2000 years, found during excavation of King Herod Palace, King Herod Palace near that sea. So these two examples are very much important, can be asked in your MCQs. Okay, and lastly we people have done with your topic, that is apomixis and polyembryony. Apomixis क्या है? The process that mimics sexual reproduction, that is formation of seeds without fertilization. Formation of seeds without fertilization is called as your apomixis, and in this video I am going to say what is given in our textbook, right? Your diploid, okay, diploid egg cell is formed. वैसे जो एग सेल होते हैं वो कैसे होते हैं? हैप्लॉइड होते हैं, बट ड्यू टू सर्टेन रीजन, अंडर सर्टेन कंडीशन, diploid egg cell is formed which results in formation of embryo. This is first example given in your textbook, and second example which is given, आपके जो nucellar cells होते हैं, nucellar cell, this nucellar cells, आपके ये जो nucellar cells होते हैं, it starts to divide, it enters embryo sac. It enters embryo sac, that is the female gametophyte, and it develops as embryo. It develops as embryo, and this is seen in case of your citrus and your mango. Citrus and your mango. Am I clear? So in this case, एक embryo तो present होता है normal वाला embryo sac में, right? Apart from this, one more embryo is also present. So this is a case of polyembryony. This is the case of polyembryony, right? And by this we people have completed your speed revision of chapter number 2. I hope you people are doing very well. Okay, so thank you very much.